Welcome to Story Time with Gam Gam. And we have another Alice in Bible Land story. We haven't had one of these in a while, and I think you'll enjoy this one. Maybe you can identify with one of the people in the story, and maybe we can find some ways that we can be better helpers to our neighbors. This is the story of the Good Samaritan, Alice in Bible Land, and it was written by Alice Joyce Davidson, and it was designed by Victoria Marshall. A little girl named Alice had a neighbor named Miss Brothers, who was always very busy doing what she could for others. Do you know someone like that? Alice liked to visit, for it felt so peaceful there, sitting on the big wide porch, rocking in a chair. Oh, I know I like to do that too. She took her Bible storybook while visiting one day and chose to read of Jesus and a man who came his way. "How can I get to heaven?" was a question from the man. Jesus answered with a story of the Good Samaritan. And that is often what Jesus did. Instead of giving the answer right out, he would answer in a story. And maybe you have a teacher or somebody else in your life who likes to give you answers by giving you a story or an example. As Alice read her story, the airmail bird stopped by. He brought this note to Alice, then flew off in the sky. Reading is a magic key to take you where you want to be, and that's true. When we read, we activate our imagination, and it takes us places. Her book became a magic screen. The screen grew wide and tall, and Alice walked on through the screen to Bible Land inside. Alice was sent back in time, and much to her surprise, the story she was reading came to life before her eyes. Between the city of Jerusalem and far-off Jericho, there was a lonely, dangerous road where travelers feared to go. I wonder why. Oh, a man was walking down this road. Nobody was around, when suddenly a band of thieves crept up without a sound. Oh no, they moved so very quickly. There was nothing he could do. The thieves took everything they had, his clothes and money too. They hit him with a stick, then left him there to die on that desolate and lonely road where few men travel by. Very sad, right? That was not nice. So I hope you're not identifying with any of those people. But maybe you're the person that's had a hard time because people have picked on you. So I hope that this story will help you. Later on, a priest came by. He spied the poor man there. He saw that he was beaten, and he had no clothes to wear. But he did not stop the man or see if he was dead. The priest was in a hurry, so he crossed the road instead. Soon a helper from the temple called a Levite came along. He saw the injured man and knew that something must be wrong. This Levite did not slow his pace or see what he could do. He had to get to the temple, so he hurried onward too busy to help others. Now both the priest and the Levite ignored the man in need. Even though they were his neighbors, they didn't do a helpful deed. Do you think that bothered them later? Maybe. As nighttime came, a stranger trudging down that same road too. He saw the man, and instantly he knew what he must do. There's someone injured lying here, a badly beaten man. If he's alive, I'll help him in any way I can. And that's the right way to look at it, right? The stranger was from Samaria, a fierce, unfriendly land, yet the Samaritan stopped on the road and offered a helping hand. The Samaritan asked softly if there was something he could do. He put ointment on each wound he saw, then snow-white bandages too. He is doing a lot to help, isn't he? He's mending and comforting. He helped him on his donkey and walked beside his injured load until he found a place to stop, an inn beside the road. All through the hours of the night, the Good Samaritan did everything that he could to help the injured man, because he didn't have anyone else to help, did he? It's good that he was there to lend his hand. He called to the innkeeper early the next day and said, "I can stay no longer. I must be on my way. Here's a bit of money for the man who's lying there. Use it any way you can to give the best of care." So how has he helped the man so far? He's paid attention and offered comfort. He's provided water, shelter, food. He's cleaned his wounds. And now he's making sure that he's not destitute and alone. "And if you need more money, spend what you must, and then I'll pay you when I return to this inn once again." The time had come for Alice to leave that Bible scene, so she returned from Bible Land and came back through her screen. She left her neighbor's porch. She put her book away and thought about the lessons learned in Bible Land today. From the story Jesus told of the Good Samaritan, we learn to give our very best to anyone we can, whether they're our neighbor or a stranger, someone we've never met, or maybe it's someone we don't even like, but we should still do our best to help them. To belong to God's own family, I must learn to do for others and be as kind and caring as my neighbor, Miss Brothers. So what are they doing there? They're offering, looks like a fruit basket and some food, maybe to a family in need. They look like they're all very excited about that, don't they? The children and the mom. If someone's sick or hungry, I should never pass them by. I should treat them like a brother. Jesus' story shows me why. Because there may not be anybody else to help. You might be the one chosen for this day. I love you, God, with all my heart, and I'll share the love he's given. Isn't that the richest blessing on earth as well as heaven? So I hope that you have enjoyed this story and that you have learned that it doesn't matter if your neighbor is somebody next door, somebody someplace you're visiting, but we need to share what we have, and giving our love to others is the best thing that we can do. Give it as you have been given. You have a great day. I love you. Good night.